Hail Mary time for Jacksonville. Can we make a miracle happen? Why would you pass it? Kevin will take a handoff, cut it in left side, and there it goes. This game's honestly kind of getting boring at this point. Kind of wish this guy would just leave. Yep. You gonna leave yet? DJ Catalan across the 10 and no one's gonna catch him. Oh my god, I scored! It's Marquise Lee breaking a tackle! Are you kidding? Marquise Lee! What is up, everybody? My name is SirEmCeeCoy, and welcome back to TCU Horned Frogs Dynasty. We are in week 7. We're about at the midway point of the season, and we are playing the Kansas Jayhawks. As you can see, this is their first conference game, and they are 1-3 overall. Not the best year for Kansas, but this is the team that ruined our undefeated season last year. So there's a bit of bad blood here, you would think, as we are 4-1. We're looking to continue the winning ways. TCU will take the opening kickoff. It is Avery Davis back to return. He'll take it from about 3 yards deep, and he's got blocking to the left side. Up across the 40 where he is tackled. A 47-yard return for Avery Davis. It's going to give us pretty good field position as we see Brad Little come out dropping back on first down. Throwing right side, and it's intercepted. And that is absolutely not how you wanted to see this game get started. First offensive play, and it is an interception thrown by Brad Little. Kansas has great field position as we will see their offense come out. Cozart back to pass, and he can run, and he takes off to do just that. Paul Whitmill with a big hit, but Montel Cozart gets 4 yards using his legs. On third down, Cozart again, dropping back to pass. No pressure, he'll take off. Jamal Schroeder was running the spy, but he's not quite fast enough to keep up with Cozart. It's a first down. Already in the red zone for Kansas. They go read option, and this time nobody is fooled. Scott Brandt gets him in the backfield. That is a big loss of 3. So now third down and 13, empty set look for Cozart now. Quick throw over the middle, finds Davis, but he is quickly wrapped up. A nice tackle right there from Brandon Holland. So Kansas gets a field goal. On first down now we're going to see Brad Little throwing again. Let's hope he doesn't throw a pick. Little rolling out, throwing downfield, and that one is almost intercepted. Not a good looking start for Brad Little. So we're going to stick to the ground. We're going to see what Brad Little can do with his legs. And Brad Little will get a first down. That's a little more what we want to see. First downs out of Brad Little. Second down, out to the air. Little over the middle, finds Colby Listenby for a first down. We got to get him into a rhythm. Throwing an interception on the first play is not a good way to start a game, but we got to get him settled down. Going to the ground a little bit, we'll see Avery Davis. He'll get 3 yards. Our ground game really has been basically non-existent this year, as going downfield, passes swatted away by Tevin Shaw on third down. And, you know, without a run game, our passing situation is a lot of third and longs. Our run game has kind of been non-existent.
Personal foul, clipping, offense.
We'll see a clipping on Kansas, so they're pushed back, looking at a second down and 18 now. Single back from shotgun as Cozart had 3 bunch to the left, and he's going to go left, but Richardson ends up losing 4 yards. Not sure what that play was intended to be, but now we see third down and 22. Cozart dropping back to pass, pressure, and what is his name? Bryson Henderson gets to him. I had a little bit of a brain fart, and that is okay because I am too lazy to cut this. So now TCU will start with the ball, and it is Chris Brown getting 12 yards out of the backfield. That is our fullback, not the singer. On first and 10, we'll see a pitch out to Avery Davis, and using his speed, he gets the edge and picks up 17 yards on the speed option. Nice play there. We're into Kansas territory. Little dropping back on second and 10, pressure, but he gets the throw out, and he finds Ty Slanina. And if he would have cut that out, he might have had a touchdown. But it's 13 yards and a first down. Little again, back to pass, throwing left side, finding Colby Listenby. He takes a hard hit at the 5, holds on, and it is first and goal now for TCU. Little goes counter play to Avery Davis, juking inside. Avery Davis denies the would-be tackler. We know him for his speed, but this time Avery Davis shows off some power. Someone's been hitting the weight room. We'll take one more look at this. Nice juke, shoving the defender to the ground, and then getting tackled into the end zone. It is 7-3 TCU. Kansas start with a screen out to Hunt, and he gets the edge sealed off, and he picks up 9 yards. Kansas offense has played okay, but The defense is what beat us last time, but now we see a big run to the right side from Colin Spencer. Last time we played him, it was a very low-scoring game. Expect to see the same so far early from what we've seen, but there's a pitch out to Spencer. They run the triple option, and nobody expected it as Colin Spencer, 32 yards. I guess, excuse what I said about low scoring. Kansas is on the board with a touchdown. They ran triple option, and we just weren't expecting it. First down, Little rolling out, stopping, throwing. He finds Bryson Burntnett, but he runs out of bounds after the catch, only getting 4. Second down, Avery Davis takes a handoff. He picks up 3, setting up a manageable 3rd down and 3 for TCU. Brad Little dropping back. There is pressure. He dumps it off to Cameron Eccles-Looper, and Cameron Eccles-Looper is off to the races. The 30, the 20, there is one man to beat. He is not going to catch him. 68 yards for Cameron Eccles-Looper. He has stepped up into this offense in a big way, and what a play. He just outran the guy covering him and then outran everybody else up the sideline. A bad angle was taken by that man, and then he missed too. Can't keep up with speed, and TCU takes the lead back very quickly. 14-10 TCU as we are in the second. Cozart, pressure incoming, tries to evade it. He will stumble and eventually be sacked. That is Tevin Lawson. He's been getting out of the backfield and getting after quarterbacks a bit this year. On 3rd down and 9, it's Cozart throwing left side for Spencer, and that is not good man coverage. He gets a first down. That has been our big defensive struggle, is allowing conversions on 3rd and long. On 1st and 10, he finds Steve Hunt on the right side running a slant. That's 8 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 2. Shotgun formation for Cozart. He's going to keep it himself on the ground, getting to the outside, getting to about midfield before being tackled after a gain of 6. Cozart now going to play action, looking to take off, and again to the outside. He's got plenty of space, cuts it back in, and that is another first down for Kansas. So the run game has been the most productive outlet for them so far, as we'll see a handoff now to Townsend, who powers through would-be tacklers. He'll get 9 yards. Before, we used to be excellent at stopping the run. There seemed to have been a changing of the guard as teams have been able to run all over us a bit this year, but Spencer gets absolutely flattened by Scott Brent, and it turns out he was injured on that play. He landed weirdly on his right side. So Townsend now enters the game, and Townsend on 3rd and 4 is going nowhere. Zach Jackson makes a nice tackle. Kansas is held to a field goal. It is a 1-point game. Brad Little throwing right side, finding the ever so reliable Charlie Reed. First down for TCU. You see there, the running back Spencer has a strained pectoral. He is out for the rest of the game. 1st and 10, throwing right side, it's Ty Slanina. Just a simple little pickup of 4 yards. 3rd down and 7 now, Brad Little. Quick throw, finding Eccles-Looper, and finding another first down for TCU. Into Kansas territory, we're going to see a handoff to Avery Davis to the outside. A nice inside juke. He picks up 9 yards. We just got to get Avery Davis into open space where he can thrive. 3rd down and 1. Interesting play call as they go to the air, and Charlie Reed drops it. We don't see that very often. 4th down and 1, they're coming out again, and they're coming out with the exact same play. Brad Little rolls out, throwing downfield, instead finds Eccles-Looper, who takes a big hit but holds on. Already 3 receptions for 91 yards in the first half for Eccles-Looper. On 1st and 10, Little back to pass, rolling, stops, goes underneath, finds Colby Listenby. He's inside the 15-yard line, but he looks to be shaken up, holding his arm. That's our number 1 receiver. Handoff on 2nd down goes to Avery Davis. He tries to fight. So with Listenby, Eccles-Looper does step up into that number 1 position. 3rd down and 2, Little throwing over the middle, and he finds Charlie Reed. Charlie Reed has been an absolute force in the red zone for us all year, and it continues today as TCU is going to jump out to a big lead. Well, not a big one, but 8 points going into half. But with 19 seconds, Kansas is going to go for it. They're going to try to get some points. Hail Mary possibilities. Cozart, though, is sacked by Scott Brandon. It's picked up by Bryson Henderson, who shakes a would-be tackler, and Bryson Henderson walks into the end zone. So instead of taking, the 8-point deficit into half, Kansas tries to make something, and it doesn't work. Instead, TCU gets a defensive touchdown, and that is just absolutely got to deflate this Kansas team going into halftime. 28-13 is our score now. TCU, big play from the defense. This was a close game, except for the last probably 45 seconds of this half. Between the touchdown to Charlie Reed and then Scott Brandt forcing the fumble, the strip sack, things just changed right there, and there it is. Bryson Henderson was able to scoop, score, evade a would-be tackler. TCU's got a 15-point lead, but Kansas does get the ball. Touchdown here would be big for them. Cozart throwing right side, downfield, and overthrows everyone. This man might have had a step on Jackson, but I guess we'll never know. 2nd down and 10, again going to the air for Cozart. Tries to run right side, and he will take off, evading would-be tacklers and getting a 1st down. I'm not sure how he wasn't tackled there. That's 11 yards for Cozart. He seems to be more deadly on the ground than he is through the air. But then going to the air, right side, he finds Ben Johnson, 18 yards, 1st down for Kansas. They are into TCU territory. Handoff to Townsend, who shakes the would-be tackle of Tevin Lawson, and then is brought down by Jamal Schroeder. 3rd down and 5 upcoming. Shotgun look for Cozart. That seems to be their go-to on 3rd down. Cozart goes to take off, and he is brought down by the shoulder pads. It is Steve Harris, one of our depth guys on the line. You don't see him very often out there. The field goal unit comes out for Kansas. This was, I believe, a 53-yarder. It goes wide left. So TCU is back in the driver's seat, and they have got pretty good field position here. Touchdown here could put this one potentially out of reach as Little goes left side, finds Eccles Looper. A tackle is missed, and just like that, speak of the devil, there's a touchdown. 2 for Cameron Eccles Looper, and they've all been big plays. Cameron Eccles Looper stepping up big without Colby Listenby breaking a would-be tackler. Man went for the interception, and then he shook the tackle. Cameron Eccles Looper, a nice little Heisman pose at the end there. TCU now up 35-13. This one got out of hand very quickly as now Cozart tries to escape, and he is brought down and sacked. This time it's Paul Whitmill. 3rd down and 15. Can we please make a stop on 3rd down and long? Cozart throwing left side. Who did it? There's a stop. Kansas goes 3 and out, and TCU again has the ball, and they've got good field position already in Kansas territory. Option handoff to Avery Davis. He picks up 9 yards. TCU, if they're smart, they're going to start killing clock right now. Brad Little's going to keep it himself as he gets to the outside, and he's just going to take that one out of bounds right behind the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Little running play action. Moves right, throwing downfield. Finds Charlie Reed. He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. And TCU is threatening to score again. 1st and 10. Little throws right side. Eccles Looper drops number 3. That could have been his 3rd touchdown of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down and 3. We'll go pitch out to Avery Davis. There's nothing there, but he's going to fight and get it to 4th down and 1. And interesting plays. The offense stays out here. It's Travoris Johnson in the backfield. The handoff goes his way, and he gets a touchdown? I'm convinced there was a 1st down, but I'm not sure that was a touchdown. The booth is going to review it for all the right reasons, and even there you can see. But right here, the knee is down right there. The ball has not crossed the plane.
The ruling on the field is reversed.
As it should be. I'm not too angry about it, as it is now 1st down and goal for TCU. Little throws right side. He finds the fullback, not Singer, Chris Brown, for the touchdown for TCU, and they are just pouring it on right now. A 29-point lead. This came out of nowhere. 28 unanswered on Kansas. And wow. It's crazy how just 2 plays, really just 1 play, can change the outlook of a game. That strip sack by Scott Brandt really just changed this entire game. Kansas now, they're not giving up. They have plenty of time. This game isn't quite over yet, despite what I'm saying. As Kansas has moved into TCU territory already. Now Cozart throwing right side. He's got an open man. It's Steve Hunt. They're in field goal range now. Kansas is moving downfield pretty quickly on this drive. On second down, Cozart again going to the air, looking underneath, finds Shelly Smith. He was a man that absolutely tortured us last year. That's his first catch though. Third down and 1, pressure, gets the pass out though to his fullback Long, and that is another first down for Kansas. They are in the red zone. So I don't know if we're playing a little more soft now or what's going on, but Kansas is threatening. Cozart throwing underneath, finding Hill, and Hill gets himself a first down. Set up first and goal. Cozart running triple option, and he is somehow going to get into the end zone. What an individual effort there by Cozart. Nice play to cut in, and then we see Tim Henry whiff on a tackle. Not something you see very often. And as you see, as we come out here, 5 touchdowns on our last 5 drives. That is huge for this offense. Let's see if we can keep that up. It's not only a 22-point game as Ty Slanina puts the ball on the ground on the first play. I show a cool graphic like that, and that's what we get for it. A fumble from Ty Slanina. Not used to seeing that. Kansas has the ball again in TCU territory, and I guess it was like I said earlier, this game isn't over yet, as there is Jordan Shelly Smith shaking off a tackle and getting 15 yards. Third down, Cozart, and there is our wonderful quarterback option AI glitch. I don't know what it is, as Townsend refusing to go down. He's brought down outside of the 10-yard line, 16 yards off the triple option. I just don't know what to do about these option plays sometimes. On first 10, Cozart over the middle for Shelly Smith, fighting off the tackle and getting into the end zone. We couldn't tackle him last year. Apparently not much has changed as Jordan Shelly Smith finds his way into the end zone, and this is a game now. They're going to keep the offense out there and go for 2. Cozart throwing, taking off. Henderson says no. So it is now an 18-point game as we will see Brad Little running the option. He's got a lot of open space as he falls over a defender and gets 21 yards on the first play, running read options. We are now in kill the clock mode, as we should be, but we are passing. To the outside, it is Cameron Eccles Looper. He holds onto the ball, and he gets himself a first down. What a game he has been having. On first and 10, handoff now to Trevoris Johnson, and he's got some open space. He's a tough man to tackle. He gets a first down off of about 10 or 11 yards. Second down running option, it's Avery Davis. He's got a hole, and he's got himself a first down. So the running game is working very efficiently. We have almost killed half this quarter already. Now on 3rd and 7, we go the screen to Avery Davis, and that didn't really stand a chance to work. But why not? 4th and 8, let's go for it. Why not at this point, right? And it works. Nothing really is going Kansas's way today, as on 4th and 8, we convert on for a 20-yard gain to Ty Slanina. You almost start to feel bad, but then again, not really after last year. Avery Davis, a toss out. He goes to hurdle, fumbles, and it's recovered? What? Okay. I go to challenge because I'm like, there's no way. That was out of bounds, right? That play was out of bounds. That's what I was going to challenge. Apparently, EA, I don't really know what they were trying to look at here. But there was the fact he actually fumbled. But they say it stands. But if we look at this really nice instant replay, ball is down out of bounds. Right there. Then he gets possession. I don't know. So it's 1st and 10. Could we get a safety here? Cozart throwing out of the back of his own end zone, and it is almost intercepted by Derek Kindred. Now looking at 3rd down and 4. Minute 34 left. Kansas, they need to score quick if they're going to have any hopes in this one. Cozart throwing left side, and it is swatted away. Good defense by Brandon Holland, who has been quietly one of our better corners. Now 4th and 4. Cozart downfield, finds his man. It's a first down to Donald Massey. Why not? 3rd down and 10 for Kansas now. Cozart again over the middle, finds his man. That is Hunt. So we're letting him stay, hang around in this one. Need to put it away. 2nd down, they send a man in motion left side. Cozart sets up a screen. It's out to Townsend, and he's got space and then takes a big hit from Paul Whitmill as he cuts back inside. 1st down regardless. They use a timeout. They only have 1 left. Interesting use of their timeouts as they go screen yet again. And Townsend is not fooled. Well, it doesn't fool anybody. The defense gets there for a big loss of 5. 3rd down and 15. Cozart dropping back to pass. Faces pressure, and he goes down. I believe that was Bryson Henderson in there on the sack. It is 4th down and 22. And a little throw like that, even though Davis breaks a few tackles, that isn't going to do it. And TCU gets their revenge in a big way on Kansas. And it is a 42-26 victory as the offense exploded. Brad Little with 4 touchdowns, 3 yards shy of 300 yards, and 53 yards on the ground. Brad Little's looked pretty good these past 2 weeks. He's finally getting that touchdown to interception ratio up. Now everyone's fumbling though, so you win some, you lose some. But we won this one, and we won it in pretty good fashion. This one was basically won at halftime, I feel like. Taking a look again, Brad Little, 297 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, a nice 71 completion percentage. A good day, and he didn't get sacked. When your quarterback can stay on his feet all day, you gotta be a happy quarterback. Avery Davis, only 11 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown. Not a horrible day for Avery Davis. Through the air, Cameron Eccles-Looper had his best game yet. 6 receptions, 662 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Charlie Reed added yet another touchdown. And Chris Brown, our fullback, he himself even got a touchdown. So, really trying to get everyone involved in the passing game. Tackles, Jamal Schroeder at 12. Also leading the way in tackles for losses. He had 3. Holland, Brandt, Lawson with 2. We see Lawson at 2 sacks. Harris, Whitmill, and Brandt all with sacks. So I guess Bryson Henderson didn't have a sack on that play. That would have been Tevin Lawson. No interceptions yet again, but we did have the amazing strip sack from Scott Brandt. It's hard to think he's only a sophomore. And of course the fumble recovery, the scoop and score by Bryson Henderson, the play that essentially put this one away. Somehow we fell in rankings, I guess. You win a game and you go down a rank. College football for you. Just looking there at the players of the weeks. Prescott Line had 202 yards and 4 touchdowns. Wow, scary. Moving on, we have what looks to be another easy game against 1-4 Kansas State. We're able to beat Kansas. Can we beat Kansas State as we do go home for this one? I don't want to say it's a trap game, but these are games you have to look out for. Kansas was a team that we should have beat last year. It's the team we should beat this year. Just gotta look positive at it. So here we go, boys. Next week, week 8 against Kansas State. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, do your thing, and I will see you next week.